Welcome back to Nerds in the Gym podcast. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marco, and today is May 7th, 2021. Oh, bottoms up, boys. We're all taking a drink. That's a very British thing, right? That's British, bottoms up.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, well, I
I think that's
tried.
just vernacular.
Oh, well. So, how's your past week been?
Past week hasn't been bad. Just busy doing the two jobs thing.
Yep, I've been
So
busy with, well, past 3 days I did nothing, but I had like 4 finals on Monday,
this Monday or last Monday?
last Monday.
How'd that go?
Good,
All online, right?
yeah. And then I had one final just literally before this. Before we logged on, I was finaling it up in the Good Earth Agrarianism. Talk a lot about farming and the land. It was great.
Nice.
So, tomorrow is May 8th. Do you know what that means? And it's a Saturday.
May the 8th be with you.
No, close. Elon Musk SNL.
Well, you're heavily invested in, well, you invested a little in Doge,
Yes.
and then now you have a lot of Doge.
I have a lot of money from Doge potentially.
Right.
It's at 61 cents right now, and I have 1,500 Dogecoin.
So it's 51 times 60 cents.
So
Is
that's
that how you get your math?
so it's like $950 if I sell it right now. If I sell all of it.
Mm-hmm. So that's pretty sweet because when I first talked to you about 2 weeks ago, it was at 500. So
It was at 50. So it went up to like 50 cents. Maxed out like a couple weeks ago, then it dropped back down to 20 cents. Then this past week it shot up to 69 cents, and now it's just been hovering at like 58 to 63.
So this is the make it or break it for you at this point, because if things go well,
Mhm.
it can shoot up even more, or if things go really bad, it could drop.
So like there are crazy things happening now with Dogecoin. So like originally like Elon was vouching for it as like because there's a video from him like I want to say like a year ago. And he's or not a year ago, but like within the past few months, and he's like the irony behind it would be is that like the joke coin becomes the actual like currency of the future. He's like that would
Right.
be the irony of it all, and that's what would make it. And he's like that is what will most likely happen is the thing that was supposed to be a joke becomes real. Um, and then the last week the Athletics were selling tickets for like 100 Dogecoin.
Which is at that time it was $40 for two tickets.
Yeah.
Which
So
I mean,
and last week 100 Dogecoin I think was around like 40ish cents. Or one Dogecoin was about 40ish cents.
right. So then you times it by 100, and it's the
Yeah.
$40.
Yeah.
Which people were like, "Oh, that's a great deal," which it is, depending on where the seats were
Yeah, yeah.
and the team. My thing is, $40 doesn't even get you like a hot dog at Fenway.
No, I know.
But I've been to different baseball stadiums where you can get front row for $30.
Yeah, yeah. And
So
then Guy Fieri was vouching for it, tweeting about it, saying Doge to the moon. And then I want to say there was Slim Jim was doing the same thing.
mhm.
Something happened recently, and I can't find it right now. There was something, a big company, I think, that was saying they were going to accept Dogecoin, but I can't find it
I want to
anymore.
say it was the Hershey company that they haven't started yet, but they're going to. Like Nestle
Oh,
was the one
okay.
I read.
Yeah, there's been like a bunch of them. In like, it's insane that it's even 60 cents. Like
Oh yeah, no.
that's crazy. And I wonder what will happen tomorrow.
Can you trade on the weekends?
Cryptos can be traded on the weekends.
Because I know Robinhood's the stock market, so they only do the Monday through Friday.
But because Dogecoin is crypto, you can do it on the weekend.
I just want to make sure Robinhood hasn't like. My worry is like this thing either shoots up or tanks, and then
Yeah.
Robinhood stops trading on it.
Yeah. No, it is super weird. Like, let me check right now. I can go on Robinhood right now and tell you what it's at. And most of the time it stops the trading is because Robinhood can't handle all the trading going on. Their servers just like completely shit the bed. Which is hilarious how many times that this has happened now, where Dogecoin has just completely broken their crypto trading and they haven't fixed it.
I think they're just trying to keep up after the whole GameStop issue
Yeah,
because
that.
they would have been bankrupt.
Yeah.
So I think they just this is their way of trying to keep up. But like I told you the other day when we were texting, it's just like you can't move it your crypto
Yeah.
yet. They said you can, but there's no like guarantee.
Yeah. And Elon is supposed to have a skit tomorrow called the Doge Father,
Mm-hmm.
which I hope it is funny. I hope it is.
I mean, yeah, for your sake, I hope it is.
I want. What do you think his SNL is going to be like? Do you think it's going to be good, or do you think it's going to be a little underwhelming for an SNL?
Um, I think SNL is only going to be so good regardless
Yeah.
because the writers are the same. Every week it's the same writers
Yeah.
and the actors are the same. So it's the host. My thing, if you ever listen to him publicly speak, he's not very charismatic. He's pretty robotic.
Yeah.
So it's just like you're going to have to listen for the jokes they wrote for him.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be hilarious.
Well, I'm wondering if they are going to be able to really write it into his style of talking and stuff.
I think they can to a point, but at the same time, like he's just going to be reading jokes flat.
Yeah.
So it's just like people like he's not going to be amazing. It's not going to be like one of those things where it's like, oh, I can't believe how funny this person was.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they have musicians host,
Yeah.
but it's just like he's not from that world. Like if you listen to his podcast he did with Rogan, I couldn't get through it just because of how he talks.
See, I love that podcast because I think he's just such an interesting human being because he clearly like there's so much going on inside his head at any given moment. And I just think he's a very like I don't know. I think he's just like there's so much like going on in there that like you can't convey emotions at that point.
Oh no, I mean I agree. Like he's interesting. I think the things he says are interesting, but at the same time, SNL isn't a TED Talk.
No, I know.
SNL is supposed to be funny. Look at current events or things that have happened.
That's why I think they're going to be able to do a very good job at like writing who he is as a person into it. Because I think he's way different than any other host they've really had.
I mean, they've had a bunch of different people.
They have. But I don't think they've ever had somebody like Elon.
Well, my thing is, what is he? I guess is what.
Like,
and if
like the closest
someone like him,
Mark Zuckerberg would be the closest I could think of.
Did he host SNL?
He didn't. But that's
okay.
But like he would be the closest person I could think of that would do it that would be very similar to Elon.
Well, my thing is just like you don't want those guys hosting a comedy show.
Hey, Elon, you do though. He's in on the Dogecoin joke. He's a hilarious guy because of that.
But what issue is like the issue becomes like, is it a joke to him, or is he serious about it? Or if it tanks, is this water in a bucket?
So I think he is mainly serious about it because he was serious on the GameStop thing, and he wanted, and he was trying to show that the people should have more power than, like, the people with a lot of money, like the general population, and he was all for that. And apparently there was a tweet put out where somebody was saying like Dogecoin is the hope for people kicked by the pandemic, and apparently Elon replied and said, "This is exactly what I thought," or whatever.
I mean, it's going to be interesting one way or another.
It will be, and I'm very excited. And because of Elon, I have started investing in other stuff or other cryptos.
Oh, oh yeah. Which ones you got?
Have you heard about SafeMoon?
No.
So I got it when it was like point
Oh, actually, I read about it, but go ahead.
point like 5 zeros and a 4. I got like
Mhm.
6 million stocks very cheap, and it's double.
Mhm.
Not only did it double in value, but now it's at 4 zeros and a 1. So
Nice.
we already knocked a 0 down. If that goes to just
I'm.
5 cents, that's $300,000, I think.
How much did you initially put in?
Like 100 maybe.
Okay.
I'm already. Wait, no, I may have gotten it right before it dropped. So I may have. I may have gotten it like 0.0. I can't really check that right now though. I got like
Oh, no worries. I'm just as long as it's going up,
yeah.
you're good. But my fear with it is just like one day, like they're all gonna crash at once.
Yeah. Well, the
So you're.
the crypto market kind of moves together apparently. Like they kind of like all go up together, they all go down together. It's weird. But
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just uncharted territories. But
yeah.
if you end up only losing $100, then
Yeah. So 100
same
bucks
thing
I
as
didn't care about
gambling.
anyways.
Way to forget to sign up for the auto app.
No, I signed up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It said
Usually they
it
give me
said
an
it would
alert.
take a week, I think, before anything was applied.
Oh, okay. There's two ways to do it. You did the numbers one.
Yeah, so I went in the app once and I was like, I need to watch a video on this before I keep going in here.
Mhm. Before my identity is stolen, and there's two Marcos. Well, my thing, I like it a lot because I just started about 3-4 weeks ago. But it's just like think about that money just sitting there.
Yeah.
So say you throw $50 in this Yotto app. What it is a lottery that you keep your money for playing.
Yeah, yeah.
So like this week, I'm already up to like 30 cents.
Oh wow.
So if you think there's no bank that's going to give me 30 cents interest on 50
Yeah.
bucks.
The whole interest rate thing is so crazy to me.
I didn't like again, I just turned 30. Like I didn't realize like how actual little it was. I knew it wasn't a lot, but
Like it becomes something when there's a lot of money involved.
yeah, if you have millions of
Yeah.
dollars, all of a sudden the interest.
But like the crazy thing is like if you borrow money from a bank, like using your credit card and stuff, or just like to pay anything off, it's like that interest rate is way higher than what is on your bank account, like your savings.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me that like I don't know. It's
I mean, I think you're smart to diversify your money.
yeah.
I know you don't have a whole lot of like spare change because you're a student.
Yeah.
So like your school bills zap a lot of it right there.
Yeah.
But if any of these cryptos take off, all of a sudden that $100 you threw in.
If that SafeMoon one ever goes to $1, oh man. Oh man, I would be so happy. You
Hmm.
can't bet on it, but
No, not at all.
it's
It's
crazy.
kind of like the stock market.
It's crazy because that SafeMoon thing, it like became like it's basically being looked at as the next Dogecoin because
Hmm.
it's just like started off like a lot of people are investing in it now because of they don't want to miss out on this one because they missed out on Dogecoin, and
Hmm.
I it now has there it's got more people have it on their watch list than Bitcoin does now.
Hmm.
So it's
Well, everyone's looking for the next Bitcoin
yeah,
because Bitcoin's so expensive to try and get in is really tough.
but there's not even like that many Bitcoin left, I don't think.
They said it's pretty much going to be done in next 30 years.
Yeah.
So,
And it's not going to go much higher. Like people like it would probably max out at like $100,000. Nobody's going to want to spend more than $100,000 on Bitcoin.
Well, it's all like where we're at financially versus where people like the Mark Cubans.
Yeah.
Because Mark Cuban's been on the forefront of this cryptocurrency for the last couple of years,
He's another
promoting it.
one on the Dogecoin.
He's already implemented it into buying tickets for the Cavs.
And merchandise.
Yeah.
They've sold more merchandise this past year than like ever before or something.
Well, because it's trendy right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, definitely interesting. I think you'll like that Yotto app.
Yeah, I need to look into it more.
Because, so like I'll get the 100 tickets for you signing up. You get the 100 tickets.
Yeah.
And then after you do it for a week, it'll make more sense. It's so hard to explain.
I hope. Yeah, it says I have 0 tickets, 100 pending tickets.
So that means Monday is the first drawing for the week.
So that's when I'll get them.
So, yeah, I'll punch in on Monday.
So that's probably when you'll get it too.
I think so. I didn't really check it the last couple days.
I hope I didn't mess up the sign-up thing either.
Oh my gosh. Some kid in Siberia just has got free 100 tickets. He's like, sweet.
Sweet. I'm going to get so much interest on these bad boys.
I think it's just a lot of people are trying to find interesting ways to spread their money around.
Yeah. Do you know who's actually huge into cryptocurrency?
Who's that?
Ben Askren. He's got an entire podcast dedicated to talking about the crypto market.
I mean, he's somewhat of an interesting businessman. He just comes off as a jerk.
So, I'm pretty sure he has Asperger's. And
Possibly.
because he said, he was on the Logan Paul podcast. On Logan Paul's podcast.
Is that the one that knocked him out, or is that the brother?
That's the brother. He's the one that's
Okay.
supposed to be fighting Floyd Mayweather in a couple weeks. In June.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think June 10th or something. But he was on there, and I think he said his wife was like, you have like some Asperger like traits and stuff. And I've seen in other places, I started like doing research, like him like kind of like saying that he kind of has it. And I think he's like a super smart individual, and he's on like the functioning aspect of things. And I think like he's just one of those guys where I think he like legitimately could probably just predict the market. Like he can probably just like get like a good sense of what's going to happen just because of like his I'm pretty sure he's a genius.
Ben Askren, the fighter?
Yeah.
He could be.
Like I would not.
All right. Well,
I would not be surprised if he is.
Was there anything else you wanted to say about cryptocurrency?
No, but you want to talk about the Jake Paul Floyd Mayweather, or not Jake Paul, Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather?
We can. I know it's happening. I saw a little bit from the press conference. My thing is just like these fights are so fake.
They are.
That Triller thing they did.
So Joe thinks the Triller thing was completely real.
The whole thing, from all the experts that were saying, they said it looked like it was a bunch of staged fights.
There was a guy who got hit in the side of his body, not even with the punch. Yeah. He got like hit with the forearm in the side. Punch missed him, and he fell down and was holding his groin like he got hit in the balls.
Mm-hmm. I remember that. So
he
that's
got
why
carried
I think
down
it's
a stretcher.
staged fights. But it's legit boxing certified. So it's like you can bet on it, and the boxing.
Well, you know what's weird is this was originally Mike Tyson's thing to get like older fighters to fight, and he backed out randomly.
And right, so that wouldn't surprise me because he did a fight recently, and he's got another one coming up in 6 months.
I think the original one was through Triller, and now is through another company, and there's got to be something sketchy going on with the Triller then where he moved on.
Well, I don't know how many pay-per-views it did, but they had like Justin Bieber before him. That's expensive. You have Snoop Dogg on commentary. That's expensive.
Well, like.
So you get a show for it.
Yeah. But the Ben Askren and Jake Paul one made a ton of money, to the point where Ben Askren made more money than he ever made in the UFC. He made like $1 million off of it.
Right. So if he's making more money than just to take a dive, and he's as smart as you say, is like, why wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
So
He's not going to have a boxing career.
So I don't think it was a money thing for Mike Tyson. I think they wanted him to do something that he was not a fan of.
Right. Could be.
And
my thing was where I'm separated from, because like I don't care about the Paul brothers.
Yeah.
Like, they're popular on a platform I don't use. I don't really care about them, to be honest with you.
You know, I've watched some of Logan Paul's podcasts. They're not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy, like, specifically the people he has on there, and I guess it's interesting because he's a younger podcaster. There's not a lot of like people like him podcasting, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it
could be
more interesting take. And it's like way different from like the Rogan podcast, I guess, too. And that's like one that I am used to listening to.
I like the can't deal with the Spotify issues where it's like, oh, it's going to freeze, then I'm going to have to refresh, then I'm going to have to go find it. It's a whole. There's not too many people he's talking to lately that I need to deal with the bad platform.
Yeah, but, I feel like the people he's had on there.
Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
I feel like the people he's had on there lately isn't as entertaining.
I think part of it's trying to get people down to Texas. Like for I'm sure people will go down there, but trying to set it up.
And I also think Spotify limits him a bit.
I know they're like doing some shaky stuff with his back episodes where they weren't taking him down. Now they are taking him down. Then they brought him back, and now they're taking him down again.
Yeah.
But he got in a lot of trouble because he made comments about not getting vaccinated.
Oh, I saw that.
And then he had to walk it back the next week.
Yeah. Well, his like, he was saying he was basically like, you have a choice in the first part. And then he's like, but if like some like young 20-year-old kid was to come up to me and ask me, should I get vaccinated? He's like, are you healthy? And he's like, if you are, then no. Like, I understand a little bit of where he was coming from. But at the same time, like, you have to take in consideration, one, who those people are around and other people, and two, you have to take in consideration, are there underlying health effects that these people don't know they have. And I understand where he's coming from, where like the chances of somebody that age dying from it are super low, although the numbers I think are creeping up right now due to the variants. I could be wrong. Don't take my word on that.
Well, the other thing is no one knows.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone giving opinions about it. Like you gave some really good examples just there, but take that and throw those out the window. We don't know what happens in 5 years.
Yeah.
We were on hiatus from the podcast. You got the 2-shot one or the 1-shot?
No, I got the Johnson & Johnson.
You got the Johnson & Johnson, and you still got sick?
I got it 2 days before it got banned because of the whole blood clot thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which the blood clot thing is due to so first off, there's a couple things I've heard. So the blood clot thing happened in 6 out of like 8 million people. They were all women aged from 18 to like 48. And one thing is that I'm pretty sure birth control pills can cause blood clots. And they're like, but there was like nothing going on, like saying was there a coincidence and stuff between that. They were like, oh, all these people got the Johnson & Johnson. And then another thing is the blood clot could occur because of an extreme immune response to a specific area of the body.
Mm-hmm.
So all the blood flow is going there and clotting up. And I went into even more like reading about it and stuff. There are people that have listed a side effect of blood clots from like Pfizer and Moderna, but I think those ones they just completely like dismissed and stuff and denied that they were a part of it. And there's like some shady things that I think are happening. with the mRNA vaccines versus Johnson & Johnson, which is a normal vaccine, I feel like there's like a lot of things are run by money nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And I can only imagine that there's more money in the
That's
mRNA
that's
thing.
a hot take from Marco.
What?
Things are run by money.
Oh yeah. I just feel like there's more money in the whole mRNA thing. mRNA vaccines, and that's why they wanted to suspend the Johnson & Johnson. Cuz like
I mean, absolutely.
Like
You're not wrong there, but Johnson & Johnson's already back up.
Yeah, it's already back up.
And with the blood clots, it's like I think the issue happened where it's like X amount of people from one site did it, had it happen.
Yeah.
So it's just like with numbers, that's going to happen every once in a while. But
And I don't even like they said all those people had Johnson & Johnson shots. It's like, was it actually caused by the Johnson & Johnson? Because like blood clots are like they're a pretty common thing. I'm pretty sure. Like they happen. Like especially like from family like history and stuff. Like if it runs in the family, they happen like pretty regularly in terms of like within the world, I guess.
yeah, but you don't exactly want to get a shot that's going to give that to you.
No, I know.
No, I just brought it up because you got pretty sick from it.
I was pretty sick for just like 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I got mine at like 2 o'clock, and by midnight that night, I got a really bad headache. I started feeling extremely tired. My arm that I got the shot on, it was sore from the moment that needle went in my arm. It started getting sore. It was incredibly sore that night. My joints hurt so badly. Like I tried laying down in bed and I didn't feel like I could get up after. And the next morning I got up. I'm pretty sure I had a fever. I never checked my temperature. It just like felt like my body was like on fire.
Mm-hmm.
My body was aching, terrible headache. I laid down. Out of nowhere at like 12 o'clock it was gone. It just like disappeared instantly. It was like the worst 12 hours of my life because like I didn't sleep well the night before because of it.
Yeah, that's rough. I know I did the 2-shot one.
Yeah.
So first one was not great.
You didn't feel good
and
after it?
No, not at all. But the second one, I was pretty much okay.
That's weird because usually it's the other way around.
Exactly. That's what had me nervous.
That's super weird. You were like, shit's about to go down on this second shot.
Well, my thing is, I had my whole weekend blocked off. I was like, we're not going to do anything. Like, we're just locking it down. And all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, I have nothing to do, and I feel fine.
You filled up your daily vitamin containers with just a bunch of Advil. You were like, we are just knocking this one out as soon as it hits me.
I took more Advil that first week than I did the second, and I was just like, all right, now I'm bored. But, well, now you know, like after the summer, all the booster shots are going to be coming out.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing this all over again.
I don't think the booster shots will affect us as badly.
Who knows? Time will tell. Nerd news, Spider-Man update. Sony has a big deal with Disney, as we know. Yeah. But they added that Sony movies, specifically Spider-Man movies, will be on Disney Plus.
I saw that.
Get ready, which is huge because everyone's trying to get their own platform and their own deals. So to give up your only major movie.
Are they still on Netflix, though? Or are they?
Were they ever on Netflix?
Yeah, they were supposed to be coming to Netflix.
So it might be in the future, like 2022.
Well, no, I wonder if they scrapped the Netflix deal and went straight to Disney Plus instead.
Wouldn't surprise me. The only Spider-Man movie I ever watched on Netflix was the Spider-Verse one. Was it there for like 2 years?
So that's why I think the other ones were supposed to go to Netflix, and then they switched it all.
Which is crazy. The second Spider-Verse movie's been in like pre-production for like 3 years. It's going to be like a 5-year process to make that movie.
I think animation movies, it's like you have to take that time though.
Definitely does.
Because let me tell you, people that are into anime are very specific about animation styles.
Mhm.
Like if you do not get it right, they will come after you, or I say you after whoever made that product.
Well, I think this is a weird one because they did it under the radar
Yeah,
and they released it, and all of a sudden it turned into like it got nominated for awards. It was on the forefront. Netflix picked it up.
yeah,
It became a really big deal.
and that
But no, I just crazy to think that Disney Plus is getting so big.
I'm not surprised. Disney has such a hold on the entertainment market.
Well, they bought it.
Yes.
They're probably right now responsible for like 60%.
Yeah. How is it not a monopolization at this point?
Well, that's why I remember when last time they bought Fox, they had to get rid of Fox Sports. That was the big slap on the wrist.
Because they already had ESPN.
You already have ESPN, guys. You can't also have Fox Sports. It's like,
Oh,
okay.
so you know what they did? They bought the UFC from Fox. They just took the UFC away from them. They're like, no, no, no.
Right. It's so crazy. And it's just so funny because they're just like, and you also can't have two news stations.
Yep.
Get rid of Fox News. Oh, I guess.
Oh, man.
Sorry, guys.
It's not going to stop them anyways.
But we get to keep the X-Men, right? Actually, now that we're thinking about it, did you see all the movie titles release? They did a 3-minute video.
I saw it, but I don't really remember that. I remember the Black Panther one, Wakanda Forever, Thor: Love and Thunder, Spider-Man: No Way Home. You have Into the Multiverse, the Doctor Strange one, or Into the Multiverse of Madness. Well, there was a couple more.
The Guardians of the Galaxy was the last
Volume
one.
3.
Yeah.
They didn't have an Eternals one?
Eternals is on
Okay.
it. But they had some footage from it.
Okay.
Shang-Chi? Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Shang-Chi?
We're going to be called racist.
But no, I just think I can't speak English.
Okay.
But anyway, so what interested me is like Black Widow's going to come out. Then after the summer, we have like 3 Marvel movies in 5 months.
Yeah.
So we're going to have 3 Marvel movies. We're going to have Star Wars The Mandalorian next season.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're probably going to have the next MCU TV show.
Yeah.
Lined up. We're going to be stupid with content.
I know. I wonder.
Very exciting.
I wonder what their plan is for the movies right now. Like, are they going to release in theaters and Disney Plus, or what?
I think their idea would be theaters, ideally. But I wouldn't be surprised because, like, I heard Black Widow is going to be coming to home.
Yeah, yeah. Did you
which I'm okay with. Oh, go ahead.
See that Andrew Garfield was questioned about the next Spider-Man, and he denied that he's in it. He said he never got a phone call. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, one, I don't think he's allowed to say.
Right. He plays the game.
Yeah. Tom Holland, on the other hand, you realize how he has not spoken to the media since anything about No Way Home has come out? And it's like, that right there tells me something is up. Doc Ock is like, I don't give a fuck.
Doc Ock doesn't care. The one that from Gladiator, Russell Crowe, doesn't care about his role in Thor.
Yep.
But they said they were bringing back the villains from
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
They have
so Jamie Foxx is already confirmed.
Yeah.
They're not going to have Jamie Foxx show up and not have Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
But also, Dennis Leary, he was the father in the first one.
Yeah.
They said he's coming back.
Are they making the Sinister
Emma
Six?
Stone. I hear they're trying to do something because that was what was going to be in the third one.
Yeah, so it seems like it's going to be like a multiverse Sinister Six.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But who knows? You watch Mortal Kombat?
No, I did not watch it.
Do you have any interest in watching it?
Not really. I'm not a big Mortal Kombat guy.
I was just excited for a new movie. Honestly, I liked it a lot.
Oh, really? Is it good?
It's like, again, it's not going to win any like awards
Is it
for like most best picture. But
is it like a sequel or is it just like a standalone movie?
I think there is a reboot. It has nothing to do with the ones from the 90s.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they had any more like recently.
Not in the live action realm. They've done cartoons.
Oh, okay.
But it looked amazing. with the special effects and CGI we have now,
Yeah.
it just looks so good.
Yeah, it's just getting like mediocre ratings.
And I mean, I think that any video game movie is going to.
It's supposed to like just be like crazy action, right? It's more action based, not like story.
Yeah, that's all it is. So, you know the story of Mortal Kombat, every X amount of years, the universes come together to have Mortal Kombat to see who's going to rule the universe.
No, I had no idea that was a story.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so if you lose X amount of Mortal Kombats in a row, your universe gets destroyed or ruled by another.
That's so weird. That is like legitimately, uh, like they're just throwing like a weird video game like competition thing plot to make a plot. It's like
Mhm.
like there's no like actual like legitimate like plot really.
Yeah, it's true. Well, what's funny about this one is, so you expect like, okay, this is going to be the Mortal Kombat, like this is going to be the fights for Mortal Kombat. No, this is all pre-Mortal Kombat. This is everything lining up for the next competition. So you don't even see the Mortal Kombat competition in this one. So it's like this one's already set up to be like a 3-part movie,
Yeah.
which I thought was kind of funny. I miss Godzilla, so I have to go back and find Godzilla online somewhere.
Was it only out for a month?
A month, yeah.
So what's the thing? Like, do they just release it for a month and then bring it back?
So HBO Max releases it for a month and then takes it away, and then I believe you have to buy it. And at some point they will put it back on the platform.
Okay.
So we missed Tom and Jerry. I didn't have enough free time to watch Tom and Jerry. Space Jam's coming out. Probably not going to watch that one.
No. Wow, you're just
But what
naming
was
all
funny
these
is-
movies that would be great for Netflix and chill. We're bringing it back.
The idea that, Marco, we haven't made that into a t-shirt yet. That'd be a great first t-shirt. Is that a Netflix and chill movie? It wouldn't even cost us a lot of money, just plain white shirts that say, "Is this a Netflix and chill movie?"
I know. Have a clipboard, like like the like action clipboard, and it
Mhm.
says, "Is this a Netflix and chill movie?" With like the
Well, what's funny is every month has a different set of days.
yeah.
So in order to always have them out for like a month, last weekend I was gonna try very hard. Friday was the last day you could watch King Kong.
Yeah.
So I was gonna try and do King Kong on Friday, Mortal Kombat on Saturday.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have 7 hours.
Is they don't just do it by like 4 weeks, like 28 days?
I don't think so. Oh, I think they do, but like one of the months was shorter.
Yeah, yeah.
So the release date for the next movie
Wow.
didn't line up. But
Hey.
I'm interested, like, as long as Warner Brothers is doing it, some other movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so crazy. So like if you Black Widow's going to come out on Disney Plus, you have to pay $30 for
Yeah.
it. And you don't own it. You have to, unless you have your Disney Plus subscription, you don't own it. It disappears.
Poof.
So should I wait 2 months for me to buy it on a different platform and then I own it forever? And I don't need a Disney Plus subscription? Or is Disney just banking on me paying them forever?
Well, I think you're just gonna end up paying for them forever.
Right.
So I think you're good just buying it on Disney Plus.
I bought Disney Plus a year before it came out for $3 a month.
Yeah.
Because I was just banking so hard on it. So it's like 3 years, $3 a month, and I paid the lump sum. That was like their startup cost, and now it's already up to like $7, $8.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just worried at one point they're gonna be like, a month.
I still think like purchasing multiple subscription services is cheaper than buying cable.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can choose like what you want to see. You don't have to like buy into like when you get cable, you get all these useless
Mm-hmm.
channels that you don't watch.
Cable's on the way out because I know like it's going to be like $130. So if you think about that, you can get 5 to 6 subscription services and just watch
Yeah.
what you want.
The only reason I use cable right now is literally Impractical Jokers.
That's the only one I can't seem to find anywhere. HBO Max has the old episodes, but not the new ones.
Although they did just sign a deal, I think, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't. So
I don't
after
think
the
it takes
season's
into
over, they'll
effect
put
until
new
this
episodes.
season.
Right, but they're not going to put new episodes on that because True TV,
Yeah.
that's the only thing they have.
Yeah.
Are they
There was
done?
no episode last night.
No, I looked. Are they done till the summer episodes come out?
They must be. I would say give it the month of May, and then June they'll probably be back.
That's the only thing I don't like about them is like, oh, we're going to take 2 weeks off, or oh, we're
Well,
gone for a week.
Sal was on a podcast, and he says it takes like they'll film an episode 2 months in advance, and then it's released.
That's pretty
So
quick.
you have to think we were getting some things where they were still filming in February, and they were releasing them now.
April.
So they probably have like a month break, and then we'll start getting them June, July again.
Which you got to think that's such a quick turnaround for a show. Usually they
Yeah.
think so.
Well, I think he was saying like Sal was saying like they know like what they're doing. Like
Oh yeah.
at the beginning of the show they had to like take a longer time, but now it's like they know what they're looking for and what they're putting out there. But yeah, I was kind of bummed out because I saw on my phone, I was looking at Twitter and I was like, oh, we have a new Impractical Jokers tonight. I didn't read that it said Inside Jokes. So it's like, I'm getting into bed at 10 o'clock. I pull out my iPad. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to watch some Impractical Jokers. I was like, where the hell's the new episode? I go back to Twitter and it's like, it said Impractical Jokers Inside Jokes. I was like, son of a bitch.
Which I don't know what the numbers are on Inside Jokes because it's on reruns all the time.
I think
that's just a genius idea.
They are. I actually really like them.
You release the episode, and then you just have a bunch of sticky notes. So, like, the Jokers don't have to do anything, and you're just reprinting that money.
Yeah. I really like them, and I think it's definitely, like, an interesting thing to watch when you're watching that episode a second time.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes, like, they mix and match episodes. I don't know if you've seen those ones yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Not all the episodes are the same.
Yeah.
Which I think is a mistake on their part.
Yeah.
Because you just cut your episodes in half of what you could do. Yeah, but no, it's funny. The only thing I don't like about it is like you have to pay attention.
I know. I actually have to read. I do more reading on an Inside Jokes episode than I've done in the past year.
For the record, Marco has never read a book.
Nope. Only comics.
He is
but the ones without the words, just pictures.
Pop-up books. Did we have any nerd news, Marco?
Well, we said some. I didn't really see like any new nerd news this week. The newest one I saw was the Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield, yeah.
Do we have any leftover topics?
We have some leftover topics, but I think they're so far out now. Oh, that was actually the nerd news. Did you see the trailer on the 4th, on Tuesday?
It wasn't a trailer, though. It was like an advertisement you sent us.
Yes, for the realistic lightsaber Disney's releasing.
So it's a toy.
It is, but did you see the smooth... Like, we have those smooth, like, those retractions and stuff, but it's like the blocky cylinders, and you can see, like, the separation. The way this is working is it's basically a tape measure, but reversed.
Okay.
So I don't think it's going to be used for dueling. Because I don't think the material is going to be strong.
It's going to break. It's just cool to have.
Yeah. I will definitely bust out however much money they want for that, though.
It's going to be $29.95. Take 200 crypto dollars. No, sir, just give us the dollars.
Take my 400
Doge coins. Okay, we'll take Doge. It's on Robinhood. You can't get it out. Damn it.
I've been saying that if I ever make enough money off of cryptocurrency where I get $100,000+ I will buy a Cybertruck from Elon. I will buy the most expensive model. He deserves my money.
And then you're just going to slam a sledgehammer into it and it's going to break?
Hey,
ooh.
He admitted that they actually looked into it and I think they fixed it.
Well, he said it was a prototype.
Well, he said it was a prototype too is because they slammed the hammer before they threw the ball at the glass. And he said when he hit the door, it vibrated the glass, causing it to have like micro breaks, and then when they threw the ball, it was like done. Wow, we got a lot of Elon on this one.
A good amount of people have prepaid for that truck. I didn't realize so many people have. A lot of people I've talked to recently.
Not only that, there are a lot of people that bought the camper attachment to it.
My thing is, like, I know, like, so it's been over a year, year and a half, because that was like a pre-COVID thing.
Yeah.
If he keeps holding on to these pre-orders and it takes him 5 years, they've gotten a really cheap vehicle because vehicle prices only go up.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they put in for it.
So for the 250-mile version, no, 200 plus, it's like $50,000. Then it's like 65,000 for the. What are you doing? For the like 250 plus mile range one. The 500 plus mile range one is like $80,000. But all those prices I gave you is including the autopilot.
I'm not buying one, but thank you.
I want the 80,000 one.
No, you can have one. You can have the 30,000 one.
You know, I wouldn't mind. So the thing is I think the base one is only 2-wheel drive. And it's like, if I'm getting a truck, I'm not getting a 2-wheel drive truck.
That's not good for the winters.
But, like, I think, like, I don't know. And also, electric cars are just going to get cheaper in the next 5 years, though.
Have you seen the numbers, though? People that have gone electric are going back to gas.
Oh, really?
Because of what a pain in the butt it is to keep charging it.
How is that a pain in the butt? You park your car and just throw the thing in.
Right, but if it's too cold or too warm, and it's like any other battery, you can't just charge it overnight.
So,
because then your battery starts getting screwed up.
So, Elon said in the next like 5 years they have like a new battery that they're going to put out. They're working on like making a new battery that's more efficient and stuff and has way more charge.
I'm interested to see, because he says that. I don't know how much he's involved in it, because every time I hear him talking, he's talking about going to space.
Yeah.
So you can only concentrate on so many things.
Is he focused on going to space with the battery?
And a pocket full of Doge.
Yes.
I like that the interview. I don't know why we're talking about Elon Musk so much, but he's talking about going to Mars. He's like, oh yeah, people are going to die. Like, no doubt. Like, just so blatantly. He's like, yeah, some people are going to die, but we'll get there.
You know what?
If you can't afford it, we'll send you into some sort of like labor payment plan. So everyone's coming.
Oh, man. You know what? This episode's going to end up being titled Elon Sending Us to the Moon or something. No. Whether he's sending my wallet to the moon or what.
So you heard about Bert Kreischer filming his movie.
Mark Hamill's in it.
So I assume Mark Hamill's got to be playing one of the Russian guys, right?
Yeah. It's weird. I feel like it's such a weird role for Mark Hamill because he doesn't like profanity, I don't think. And I feel like there's just going to be a ton of profanity in this movie. There's no way you have Bert Kreischer in there, and you cannot have no profanity in this with Bert Kreischer, and two, there's going to be some extremely offensive parts.
So, the issue I think is Bert's told the story so many times. In order to make it into a movie, because it's a 20-minute story, you got to make it into an hour and 20 minutes minimum. He's going to have to add a bunch of stuff, make up some stuff.
I think a good 20 minutes is literally going to be him in school, failing, being told he would pass if he went on the trip.
That's a fair point. The only thing they could do is if it comes full circle and Ryan Reynolds plays him again.
Oh, man. He's too buff.
I haven't sent you. Have you seen Ryan Reynolds? He's promoting a cookie company that has 1 gram of sugar.
No.
So YouTube has them all. but he plays this panda. He voices the panda, and his big thing is like it's a cracked out panda, but he's cracked out on sugar. So like his teeth are missing, and he's just talking about, hey, do you have any sugar? He's showing up to people's houses.
Sugar panda?
Yeah. And it's like they're 30 seconds each, and he releases like 1 or 2 a month, and they're just so funny. His internet is amazing.
Oh, he's great.
Because he also does those eHarmony commercials where like the devil.
Yep.
2020. But no, if you get a second, check those out. But he's supposed to be doing something in the MCU. The rumor has it he is adamant about not working with Scarlett Johansson because they used to be married.
Yep.
And then he's also fighting with Disney about Deadpool, where they said it's an R-rated thing, but it's something about creative control. So now the MCU is telling Ryan Reynolds he has to play nice with Disney, which I think is just the most ridiculous world we're living in.
He is Deadpool. You can't take his advice away.
Well, I just like, is there going to be like a third level of Disney Plus where it's just like, hey, how old are you? What's the secret code for 21 and plus Disney products?
Damn it, Mom! Give me the password!
All right. It's Mickey
I didn't know
Donald.
she was home.
Oh. Is she just yelling at you? I'm trying to think. Something you said last week I thought for sure she wouldn't be happy with. I can't remember now.
Yeah, I can't either.
I thought for sure she was going to call us on it.
She hasn't watched.
But
she
no,
hasn't
so
listened
that's
to it yet.
Ryan. No. Ryan Reynolds and Disney Plus is fighting. Doesn't want to work with Scarlett Johansson. Well, good news because they killed Scarlett Johansson. Unless they're going to do like a Black Widow series that takes place in the 90s. But
yeah,
that movie was supposed to come out a year ago.
It was.
Thanks a lot, COVID.
They still could have released it. Oh,
Captain America 4 was announced.
We're losing our friend, money. Ooh.
Captain America 4 was announced, and they're going to pick up where the TV series left off.
Yeah.
For Falcon and Winter Soldier, so Chris Evans won't be a part of it.
I'm not. I don't care. Wasn't a Chris Evans guy. So.
How dare you? But you never even saw Knives Out.
No, I didn't.
I didn't see it either, but I heard it was really good.
I saw another teenage movie the other night.
Not another teen movie?
Yeah, that one.
Have you seen it before?
No.
Did you watch like online or did you watch it on TV?
Online.
Oh, hilarious. Yeah. The TV edit's pretty rough.
Yeah. I can only imagine.
It's just honestly, like I rewatched it recently. It's so funny.
No, I'm not even gonna say that. God damn it! I hate my humor sometimes.
Who's funding this prom? Like, how rich are these people? This is insane.
My mom was getting annoyed every time a braless girl came up. I was like, boobies.
Oh gosh. Well, I wouldn't watch it with your mom.
I wasn't watching it with my mom. My excitement of shouting boobies was annoying her. Gotcha. No, that didn't actually happen. Been funny if it did.
I was about to say, weird relationship.
Well, it's almost
it's like
1:30.
Oh, Marco's got to go.
I do.
You at the gym today at all?
Yeah, that's actually where I am going.
Oh, okay. You got a client.
No, well, so my grandparents come in at 3, and I usually work out 2 to 2:30.
Oh, okay.
But I have to go get ready for that.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'm glad we got this. Glad we got this one in because I forgot all about Mother's Day.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was Mother's Day. Hopefully, my mom doesn't listen to this one.
Ooh. Since it won't be released till after Mother's Day, it's like, did you forget Mother's Day? Go to www.flintstonesvitamins.com.
Did you forget it was Mother's Day? Well, listen to this podcast then.
Better get one of those sorry forgot Mother's Day cards. You selfish son of a bee sting. All right, man. We've been Nerds in the Gym. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marco.
All right. We'll catch you on the clickety-clack.
All right. Sounds good. Bye.
Peace.